Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60 and Me. Would love to share with you today some thoughts about creative hobbies in your 60s and 70s. And I know many of you are retired and you've got some time on your hands now and you're getting a chance to do some of the things that you've always wanted to do, some of the hobbies that have been, part of your life that you've squeezed in, when you were busy working or with your children or grandchildren or family. But now you've got some time and I've got some ideas. So this is 8 creative ideas, and they're very broad categories, and they're categories that I think hopefully you'll relate to at least one of them. And if I've missed one, let me know so we can discuss it. But I think for me, these are the ones that I think come to my mind as ones that I've pursued, and also ones that maybe you have, and I've heard from our Patreon group and other people that are taking up too. So painting and drawing is number one. I think a lot of people, they go from the days when they were like little kids, when they were able to paint and draw, like it was kind of, something that they did to just be creative and expressive. And now we have a chance when we're older to actually maybe invest in some nice paints or coloring pencils or whatever, and actually go out and start to do something to learn a skill. And there's so many things now on YouTube and other channels where you can actually go, teach me how to cut watercoloring, or what is that one marbling that's really cool where you put the paint into oil and then you put paper on top and it creates these magical images and paper. Also, Instagram is a great place for creative origami, for folding, for kind of vintage scrapbooking. There's all kinds of painting or drawing themes that you can pick up on depending on your specific interest and passion. It's a way to express your emotions. It's a very emotional hobby. I think it's more. There's no if you're coloring within the lines, of course, in a coloring book, but it's really about coloring outside the lines and doing kind of where your emotions take you. So painting and drawing, I think, is a really cool one. Gardening is one that a lot of people are picking up on. Well, maybe always have done it. And I know that in our 60 and Me Patreon group, we have lots of women that are making it kind of not a career. Well, some people you can blog for showing your experience or sharing your ideas, but mostly it's just having a beautiful time outside, planting seeds, trying new breeds of roses and different flowers, and just enjoying creating something. And there's something about gardening which is almost like having children. Like you're planting things that you may not ever see the tree come to full fruition and growth, but you plant the seed now and it's going to be there in the future. Or you're making food with the things that you cook or that you grow. So that's like a really other angle to it that I'm kind of interested in. I've got a bean plant in my window. It's actually, by the way, if you've been following my progress, it's actually growing. It hasn't died yet, which is one of my things. I don't have a garden, so but that's another area that you can explore as you get older in your crafting skills. Writing. Now, writing, of course, I know it's interesting. I say writing is something that I've always done. Well, it's true. Writing was one of my passions. I had journals that I kept when I was younger that traced my life, but now I don't do that any longer. I don't, to be honest, even though I recommend it, don't do a gratitude journal. I just do my gratitude list in my mind at night, my chant in the morning. I don't do like a writing project. I'm not a novelist, although I have written a couple of books. And for example, the one I wrote on hospices when I was working with Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, and also the book on the 77 hills on 7 cities that I put together based on my fascination with that. But but writing in itself, like writing a script or writing a story, is something that a lot of women love to do as they get older. And it can really, I think, it's more of an introspection and self-analysis. It can be emotional, I'm sure, but it's more thinking things through, trying to interpret a feeling or an incident or experience into words. Really, really powerful. Another hobby that a lot of people pick up, creative hobby, is music. Now, I think everyone's got their memory of trying to plunk away on the piano or recorder in school, or maybe something more exotic, drums. But when we're older and we can explore some of these creative ideas, then we can dive in and we can actually learn properly. Music brings joy and fulfillment. Again, it's an emotional thing, but you can sing in a choir, you can sing in your church choir, and that brings you together. There's something about voices singing together that creates just a huge magic. And of course, they've done a lot of research on the power of music to bring back memories and nostalgia. that memory can have associations. And I'm sure that you sometimes listen to your, your music from your 70s, from your teenage years, the 70s and 60s, and, just really, really reminisce and brings back the actual experiences that surrounded it. Very, very fascinating. Another thing, of course, is crafting in general. Now, crafting can range from sewing and knitting to diamond painting to pottery, woodworking. There's all kinds of crafting. And in fact, I was reading an article that was saying that one of the fastest growing categories on social media right now, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, is actually crafting. That people want to learn. They want to learn how to do crafts, and not just crafts for for fun and beauty, but crafts that are practical, like how to do certain things, how to put wallpaper up, how to how to make a table, how to whatever. And so skills around crafting of all kinds are becoming important for people. I think everything is kind of done for us, it's like it's easy peasy, but when you get down to crafting, you actually can do your own things. And I've got, where's my book? I'm a coloring book person, right? So I've got, inexpensive coloring books. This is the one I just finished. Ta-da! It's my colors. But there's nothing fancy about it. I mean, it's just coloring pencils, and I really find this. I could sit in the morning for an hour and just go crazy with coloring. I'm looking at all my different little drawings I've done. Anyway, I know that many of you are into coloring too, so that's a definite crafting opportunity. Another one is photography. Now, many people have picked up photography as a proper hobby, and they do it, thoughtfully. They learn how to use their phone or their camera in a way that is professionally, sort of tuned. And for me, it's just like going to pick a picture, look at the detail, take a shot. I do zoom in on things a lot. I love like taking a door picture and then taking the door handle or the knocker on the door. And so that's another thing about photography, that it enables you to see things, for me, in detail that you can't really see when you're just walking past them. You stop, you acknowledge it, you take a picture. And for me, of course, it's doors. Maybe for you, you've got other things like nature or people or landscapes. There's all kinds of ways you can do this. It's really, really cool. But I'm a door photographer. That's my thing in life, is doors, but for pictures. But that's another creative hobby that you can take on if you're looking for something to do in your 60s, 70s. As you get older and have a couple more minutes a day, you can do it. Oh, cooking. Cooking is one. Well, I skip over that because I don't cook. I'm not very good at cooking. But, this is a great hobby. If you want to try new recipes from different countries, different ingredients, different configurations, be an expert in creme brulee, I would be your friend. But, just lots of different cooking opportunities. And I talked about this before, but, there's cooking classes. And also you can have themed dinners, have, international dinners, cooking from India, cooking from Bolivia. Just research all the recipes and invite a few friends over. It's a nice social thing to do too. Eating is always what brings people together, doesn't it? I think there's another one that a lot of people get into, and that's physical exercise or yoga, meditation. And it's one of these hobbies that has not just, it doesn't just pass time and give you something to do. It actually helps you with your stress, with your attitude to life in general. And it's a really valuable craft or a hobby that you can take up in your 60s and 70s. And by the way, just to remind you, in case you didn't realize, 60andMe has all of our original yoga videos that we did in Bali with Kat Kabira, beautiful blogger, a beautiful teacher, are all available now on YouTube free of charge. So you can actually go and join Kat, and she does yoga flows. They're all for seniors. So yoga for seniors, chair yoga for seniors, and also there's yoga flows. But really, really good yoga videos. And of course, there's hundreds of them all over the place. But these are free, and they're on 60andMe channel. So you have easy memory and access to them. So I think that those are the 10 or the 8 that sort of first come to mind, but they're all there to enrich your life, to make you feel like you've got something that's precious to you that you can spend time doing, getting better at, perfecting your craft, and also sharing with others. And if you go on to Meetup and other meetup groups, you'll find people that love to do all those things. I've often thought about starting a adult coloring book groove. Maybe I should do that, but it's just because I like coloring and I like people that like coloring. So that's kind of the way to friendship, isn't it? When you're older. But anyway, I do hope you like it. Now, if you like this video, if you found it useful, please like it, give it a thumbs up, because that helps us to spread the word. And also just leave a comment. If you're doing something that I've mentioned or that I haven't mentioned, let's just share. Like, we've got each other here. We've got a little bit of time. Just take a minute and do that. That would be super. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, commenting on YouTube is a good thing. It helps to make friends. Anyway, everyone have a great day, whatever you're doing, whatever craft you're pursuing, and know that we appreciate you here, and wishing you all the best. Have a great day. Lots and lots of love. Bye for now.